Ready? All right. Hi, I'm Derek, and I'd like to be, our claim is that we should raise the national age to purchase and consume tobacco to 21 years old. For my significance part, let's start off. There is a frightening amount of young people that put themselves at risks by smoking. And I'm not talking about people that are 18, I'm talking about minors that are under the age of 18. The Surgeon General has reported that nearly 9 out of 10 cigarette smokers have tried their first cigarette before the age of 18, and 99% of them have started before the age of 26. Now, this is a ridiculous number that needs to be dealt with. And although there are many systems that are put into place that try to help prevent smoking, there aren't a whole lot that are going to have direct impacts on the youth, except for the student educational program, but we'll talk about that later. Also, the CDC, the Center of Disease Control, has reported that the United States has more than 3,800 youth at the age of 18 smoke their first cigarette each day. In addition, 2,100 become daily cigarette smokers each day, which means that this is a habit that is picked up young, and it isn't like relevant to those that are older than past 21, because people that are older than 21 usually have either decided that they're not going to be smokers or decided that decided that they're not going to be smokers. Which means we need stronger policies that help keep tobacco out of the hands of younger teens. Also, younger people are more likely to become addicted to tobacco due to the various nicotine that goes along with cigarettes and other tobacco products. And tobacco companies know this. There's plenty of research that states, and here's a quote from the Institute of Medicine, that most parts of a young teenager's brain is still in development. And the parts of the brain that are responsible for decision-making, impulse control, sensation-seeking, and susceptibility to peer pressure are continuing to develop through to the age of 21. And adolescent brains are very vulnerable to the effects of nicotine, meaning they're more likely to become addicted should they smoke before their brain is fully developed. Now, big tobacco companies know this, and that's why they try to target younger kids for tobacco, and they're quoted to try to be replacement smokers, because obviously older people aren't really interested in picking up smoking now. Moving on to my inherency claims. Now, in our current system, it is currently way too easy for someone under the age of 18 to access cigarettes. And this is because the current legal age is 18. Now, the most common way for kids to get cigarettes under the age of 18 is they have someone else buy it for them. In a survey of the National Drug Use and Health, as taken from tobaccofreekids.com, they found that 6 out of 10 underage smokers bought their cigarettes from someone that was 18, and 3 of 10 bought it from a friend. This means that when the situation is that when they're in high school, the high school seniors that are 18 that can legally buy cigarettes are usually going around buying cigarettes and then sharing it to their underclassmen, their freshmen, sophomore, and junior classmates at high school. And usually this is because of the social norms that have been developed over time. It seems like they want to be seen as the cool kids, so they're the ones that you go to get cigarettes from. Now, if we raise the age to 21, this would take it out of the hands of current high school seniors that are the main cause of spreading cigarettes throughout teens, and would put it in the hands of people that are 21 and older. Now, you might ask, is like, well, what's to help the teenager from just finding someone that's 21 to just give them cigarettes? It's like, well, people that are 21 tend not to hang out with 15-year-olds, so there isn't that incentive of the 21-year-old wants to seem cool amongst a bunch of 15-year-olds. And also they are, as I stated, more developed by then, they're more mature, and they realize that that is not such a brilliant idea to do, to share cigarettes with teens. Also, by moving the age up to 21, there will no longer be a situation where, as stated before, they can no longer get 15 to 17-year-olds will no longer have access to cigarettes as easily. The law will be less hard to break, meaning enforcement won't need to be as, like, if there will be an issue over enforcement, there won't be an enforcement issue because the law is harder to break to begin with, meaning it won't be needed, force won't be necessary as much as maybe applied later on. Also, increasing the minimum legal age of tobacco will introduce okay, sorry, I think re-established myself. There are many other counties and regions in the United States that currently have raised the tobacco age, and they have already seen positive results. New York City and other counties in New York, as well as the states of Alabama, Alaska, New Jersey, Utah, have all raised their smoking ages to between 19 and 21, and they have all seen significant drops within their smoking population, and they believe it is a result of this. Hawaii has also joined them and has raised their age to 21. However, their policy will not be implemented till the beginning of next year. Now, the public health implications have been statistically estimated by the FDA and the Institute of Medicine. In 2013, the FDA was not allowed to raise the national age to 21. However, when some counties began to raise their age, they were charged with doing research on seeing how effective it would actually be. They then allocated this task to the Institute of Medicine, and the Institute of Medicine, using 2 established simulation models, the SimSmoke model and the Cancer Intervention Surveillance Modeling Network and Smoking Population Model, but we'll call that CISNET for short. They use these models to employ the evidence and use expert judgment to predict the outcomes. If the minimum legal age were raised to 21, they estimated that 12% of the amount of smokers currently existing would be gone. There's a 12% decrease in the amount of smokers. Not like it's like, oh, we have 13% of the population smoking, it goes down to 1. Just that 13% is reduced to 12%. However, more importantly, in between the ages of 15 and 17, they estimate that there will be a 25% decrease in the amount of teen smokers, which is huge and very significant in being effective. That's all I have for now. I'll be back.